Hello, and welcome to the 7th episode of my ongoing series, Roblox Myth Profiles. In this series, I talk about many different Roblox myths that don't have enough information to make it onto Roblox Myths Explained. A lot of the myths featured in this series are usually chosen by me, but will occasionally feature myths suggested by my viewers. Special thanks, as usual, to the Myth Community Wiki for providing all of the information used in this video. As always, make sure to hit the like button and to subscribe to the channel so that you are certified cool. So, without further ado, let's get into it. The first myth that I'll be talking about is a Roblox user that goes by the name of Valoriel. Valoriel is a Roblox myth that is best known for her Japanese-influenced games and avatar. So, she's similar to the Unsheltered Fable in regards to her style. Valoriel is also known for her game, Valoriel. As one might tell, Valoriel is a small myth, so who knows how long this section will be. Anyways, Valoriel's story dates all the way back to May 19th, 2019, so over a year ago as of recording this. She made her signature game the following day, May 20th, 2019, and last updated on March 30th, 2020, so less than 9 months ago at the time of recording this. Not much is known about her history since, again, Valoriel is a small Roblox myth. We'll get more information on her over time though. Valoriel's avatar currently consists of geisha hair along with the Roblox girl torso and the Hanayo Koizumi outfit. This outfit does look like it comes from Japan, which is what the myth is going for. It also does look nice and fits the myth, so I think this is a good avatar. Valoriel only has one game at the time of writing this, Valoriel. The game, as mentioned earlier, was made on May 20th, 2019 and was last updated on March 30th, 2020. Since I can and also able to, I'll be talking about what can be found in-game. The game looks like a futuristic city where every once in a while, a random flying car will pass by. If you look outside the window, you'll see several neon buildings as well as rain pouring. In front of the spawn, there is an area where it looks like pieces of a figure based on Valoriel. One thing to note is that the beginning states that the player is on the 32nd floor of a random building in the year 2042, so we know that the game takes place in the future. Going down the hall to your left will bring you to another hall that also contains body parts. At the end of the hall, you'll see a room where there is a body that looks very similar to Valoriel's laying on a table. I'm assuming that they're either operating on a clone of her or creating a new model of her. Obviously, there is more to her myth than meets the eye. I'm gonna look more into her myth and report what I find in the future. There is basically no information on Valoriel's behavior or personality, so I won't be talking about that. There are two pieces of trivia about Valoriel that I have found. Trivia is just extra facts that are relevant enough to make it onto the video. So, without further ado, let's get into the trivia. The first piece of trivia is that two accounts that go by the name of geucc and mezug are either one of two things: Valoriel's personal guards or guards of the city that Valoriel's game takes place in. It's obvious that they're guards as proven by their names, but it's unknown as to what they guard. The second and final piece of trivia is that Valoriel's myth and game were both inspired by the Japanese cyberpunk series Ghost in the Shell. I won't go too much into what that is, but I'll give a brief overview. For those of you who don't know, Ghost in the Shell is a Japanese seinen manga series that takes place in the mid-21st century and focuses on a fictional counter-cyber terrorist organization known as Public Security Section 9. If you want to read it, you can look for it. I won't talk much else about the series since I'm not a manga channel. There's not much else to say regarding Valoriel. The next myth that I'll be talking about is a Roblox user that goes by the name of NAUSEACANE. NAUSEACANE is a Roblox myth that is best known for his appearance in a video made by Roblox YouTuber Flamingo, as well as their association with the Roblox myth group, the Cerros. NAUSEACANE is also known for his game, Nausea, which is a one-of-a-kind myth game. NAUSEACANE's avatar currently consists of completely grayish skin with a punk bucket hat, a tribal turkey hunter hat, a bandito mask, and a corporate ninja mask. NAUSEACANE's avatar doesn't contain any clothes, but it's not required. NAUSEACANE's story dates all the way back to July 15th, 2019, so over a year ago as of recording this. He went on to create his game Nausea on the same day and last updated on June 27th, 2020. NAUSEACANE has 3 games, but we're gonna get into that later. Less than a year later, on February 5th, 2020, NAUSEACANE joined a game that Roblox YouTuber Flamingo was playing. There's not too much regarding NAUSEACANE's history since they are a newer myth. There's also nothing regarding NAUSEACANE's behavior since he's a newer myth and hasn't been investigated that much yet. NAUSEACANE has 3 games at the time of writing this: Nausea, Square, and Haul. The most popular of the 3 is Nausea, with over 3,300 plays visits at the time of writing this. The game was made on July 15th, 2019, and was last updated on June 27th, 2020, so less than 6 months ago as of recording this. I'm going to take some time to explain what is in the game, since I now have the ability to do it. So, Nausea contains what looks like a medium-sized area with a statue and a few weird-shaped trees. The colors are distorted, which is what can hurt the eyes. The player can also jump really high, which can throw off the player. Going towards the statue will teleport you to an area very far away from the spawn. This area looks weird in shape until you look at a hole in front of the area that you teleported to. Once you go down the hole, there are 2 ways you can go through. The first, which is to go directly straight, will lead you to an enclosed room with 2 NPCs that don't seem to harm the player. Going the other way, which is behind the player, will lead you through a small tunnel which will eventually end up in a small room that has a chair and a computer. If you go to the right corner of the room, you'll see an area that you can jump in. I haven't gone to what the area contains, but it'd be appreciated if one could let me know what is in there. I will talk about the rest of the myth games, but I don't feel like it, and I don't want to spend too much time talking about one Roblox myth. The next myth that I'll be talking about is a Roblox user that goes by the name of Cerros. Cerros is a Roblox myth that is best known for being featured on the BryanCerrosYT channel, along with being a scarecrow myth with a pretty dark backstory. I've talked to this myth personally, and also helped my friend 5v2 make a document that contains information on this myth, so I can talk about what is known so far. Cerros' story dates all the way back to February 7th, 2017, so less than 4 years ago as of recording this. He started out as a regular player and later joined the Roblox Myth community in December of 2017, so it has been 3 years since Cerros joined the community. He later made his signature game, whose title translates to Field, on May 30th, 2020, so less than 7 months ago as of recording this. There is some lore about Cerros that one should know. It has been revealed that before becoming a scarecrow, Cerros was a normal human being like all of us. However, a black shadow approached Cerros on a normal day, which caused him to pass out. When he woke up, he noticed that he was a scarecrow. This meant that Cerros was stuffed inside of a scarecrow, and some pretty gruesome stuff had happened in order for this to happen. Cerros' avatar currently consists of an all-brown skin tone, along with the evil scarecrow hat, the scarecrow face, and the man body. In my opinion, his avatar is pretty unique since you don't really see outfits like Cerros, and you can tell that it's him. There's not much known about Cerros' personality, but I'll talk about what is known so far. Cerros is known to be close to people that he knows well, such as BryanCerrosYT, his sons, etc. If someone he is not close to tries to talk to him, Cerros tends to be rude to them. There are several relationships that Cerros has, and I'll be going over all of them. The first relationship is with his sons, a pup kid and a puppet teen. I just realized what a puppet teen's name is supposed to represent. I'm not joking. They are known to be related since Cerros is their father. It is unknown what happened to the mother, since there's not much known about her. During a tour, Cerros told me that something bad happened to his wife, aka a puppet teen and a pup kid's mother. I can assume she is dead since not much is known about her whereabouts. Cerros has 4 games at the time of writing this: The City, Nothing, The Resting Place of Scarecrows, and a game whose title translates to The Field. The most popular of the 4 is The Field, with over 250 visits at the time of writing this. I'll be talking about what can be found in this game. The game just contains a small field with a pillar that holds a model of Cerros' avatar, which supports the fact that Cerros has been turned into a scarecrow. The field doesn't contain much other than grass, and at one point, one of the corners will teleport you into a different area of the map. I think that has been removed from the game while making this video. There is only one theory that I and 5v2 could come up with, so this section will be a bit short. Theories are just ideas that are intended to explain things with unclear answers. So, without further ado, let's get into the theories. The first and only theory about Cerros is that his wife is possibly dead. The first piece of evidence to back this theory up is that there is no mention of her in the Cerros myth. This could insinuate that she is nowhere to be seen, has gone missing, or is probably not with us. The second and final piece of evidence to back this theory up is that during a tour, Cerros mentioned his wife but in a sorrowful tone, as if she wasn't alive anymore. This is a pretty accurate theory in my opinion. Both pieces of evidence do show up, and it does make sense when putting everything together. There's not much else to say regarding Cerros other than that he is a very underrated myth and deserves a bit more recognition. The final myth that I'll be talking about is a Roblox user that goes by the name of geucc. My friend Gaby Gaming made several videos on geucc, which you should go watch if you haven't already. Anyway, geucc is a Roblox myth that is best known for being the ruler of Happy Country, as well as for his game, whose title translates to Remaining. There's not too much regarding his summary, since not too much information is available at the moment. geucc's history dates all the way back to February 22nd, 2019, so over a year ago as of recording this. geucc soon created his main myth game, whose name translates to Happy Country, the following day. I'll get more into the games later. Sometime later, geucc created his signature group, Happy Country. At the time of writing this, the group has over 2,500 members. geucc's avatar currently consists of a raincoat along with a hovering hard hat, some balloons as a neck accessory, a dangerous eye patch that can't be seen, a pile of eyeballs, and a roundy head. In my opinion, this avatar looks pretty unique since it's something you wouldn't really see on Roblox. This also helps you know that it's geucc's avatar you're looking at. I also like how geucc has the roundy head. It just makes his avatar somewhat funny, to me at least. As we all know, geucc has 3 games at the time of writing this. All of their titles are in Chinese, so I'll be giving the English translations for the video. So, the 3 games are Bunker, Remaining, and Happy Country. The most popular of the 3 is Remaining, with over 107,000 place visits at the time of writing this. For the sake of the video, I'll only be talking about Bunker. In the game Bunker, you spawn in what seems to be an enclosed area where one works, and there is an area that can be viewed through a window. Pressing/tapping the E button will enable a flashlight that one can use to navigate throughout the map. Also pressing/tapping the Q button will allow you to equip a weapon, which in this case is a drain pipe. There is also a vent that one can go through. Once you go through the vent and fall out of it, there are 2 ways you can go. One is to the right, where it leads to the hallway that can be seen through the window. At the end of said hallway, there is another office that is at the top of a long ladder. Going to the left of the vent you came through, there is a long series of paths and rooms that one reaches. One specific room, one with a ladder and a shelf, has a vent that can only be accessed by jumping from the area you came in through. Going through the new vent will lead you to a big room with many paths that one can take. I'm just gonna play footage of what I got through so that I don't have to waste time talking about what can be found in game. Back to the video, geucc is the owner of one group, that being Happy Country. At the time of uploading this, the group has over 2,500 members. The group is not small, that's for sure. The group doesn't contain much other than merch that helps support production of geucc's games. It also contains a group wall where people can chat with each other. There's also no trivia regarding geucc, so there's that. At this point, there's really not much else to say regarding geucc other than that you should watch the videos Gaby Gaming made on him. And that concludes the 7th episode of Roblox Myth Profiles. This episode is pretty special as I included my friend Cerros in it. I'll leave a link to his Roblox profile along with the rest of the myths listed in the video. There are several other myths that were requested that I plan on featuring. I won't leak who they are though. I'm also really enjoying my new setup, which is my new laptop and microphone. I feel like I can make way better videos compared to before. It will also allow me to stream Roblox on YouTube and Twitch. Speaking of which, I need to start using my Twitch account more. I plan on doing a Twitch stream once every 2 weeks just so that my account isn't considered dead. If you found this video enjoyable or informative, then make sure to hit the like button and to subscribe to the channel so that you are certified cool. I want to reach 1,400 subscribers by the end of 2020, so let's try to reach that. As always, goodbye guys, and I'll see you in the next video.